Hi, David. Welcome to this interview with Citi FM. It's been a couple of months since we spoke the last time. Yeah, you spoke about a lot of things, your journey with the San Antonio Spurs. Then you didn't want to tell me that you were going to end up with the Golden State Warriors. A few months down the line, you're an NBA champion now. Quickly just share with me, your high points from that particular Warriors journey. You didn't play a lot, but you were seen as one of the leaders in that locker room. Can you quickly share with us some of the high points?
Ultimately the highest point was winning the championship, but the journey was wonderful. We came together for the intent purpose of winning, and anytime you put that type of goal out front, that's a lofty goal. And regardless of the talent that we had, you still got to be able to go out and do the work, and compete every single night and come out on top every single night. We were fortunate enough to maintain our health, for most of the season. Won some very, very tough games. We had a stretch there we played without our leading scorer, one of the top players in the world, and Kevin Durant. Put together our longest winning streak with him off the floor. And that really, I thought, gave our bench and guys an opportunity to really gain some confidence to close it out down the stretch.
For somebody like you who's been 14 years in the NBA already, now you have that championship. What do you think of as a veteran player when your championship is safely in the locker?
It just feels good. It's like you want to be the top of your profession. You want to win, and go. NBA seasons are long, and it's one of those things I didn't want to put all this time, effort, and energy into these long, grueling seasons and not ever have a chance to really compete for a championship. And fortunately, not only did we compete this year, we won it.
Now, I've always said that as far as your work in Africa is concerned, you've been exemplary because this is your third time here in less than 2 years. You said yourself that you're dedicated to the cause, and I see loads of kids out here playing basketball, learning fundamentals of the game. As far as you're concerned, do we, as Ghana, stand a chance to be able to model that AAU structure that has been able to birth so many NBA players?
Yeah, I think it starts with the fundamentals and putting in place a base system that first identifies talent, and then secondly has a system where you can track the kids and make sure that they're progressing at the right pace. And then ultimately you want to be able to keep kids in competition. You want to keep them competing against each other and constantly challenging them to work on their bodies and work on their mental mindsets as athletes and young people.
Have you been impressed with the sort of surfaces that you've seen in Ghana so far? This is your third time here. I'm sure you've had quite an experience looking at the facilities that you've had to train these kids on.
Right. Yeah, they do the best that they can, and that's a good start. You want the kids to have the determination, they have the will. They come out every time I come and present basketball to them. They come and work hard. They're looking to absorb information, and that's really what in terms of just a progress. That's what you want to see. You want to see that every time we come back, I see the guys that we're affiliated with, Mimi and Sandy, and these guys are continuing to invest in the kids after we're gone. And we keep in communication even when I'm back in the States about the progress, and we're making sure that what I have and what I can give, I give.
Let's take the conversation a little further. I know that you're very interested in heritage, politics, and the motherland. Lebron James in recent times has been a lot more vociferous in airing out his views about social injustice in America. And in your home state, North Carolina, there have been protests in recent times. How influential do you think athletes like yourself can be with regards to pushing the race issue, racial equality?
Well, I think obviously, because of the stature that we have, the notoriety and the visibility, I think athletes, it's a responsibility, and the fact that we can communicate directly with young people. I think it's a responsibility for us to make sure that we are informed first and foremost, and then secondly, that we're able to put the type of programs and information together, that speaks to us. I believe that, every single person in the African diaspora should work toward a connection with the continent of Africa. We need to connect the dots to our heritage. I think that's what gives us strength. Knowing that we're in the global fight for freedom and justice for our people, not just in one particular place, put all over the world. And I think that's a very important piece of it. And as far as athletes are concerned, I think as far as bringing attention and awareness to certain issues is fine, but we also have to be aware that athletes aren't in those halls signing policies, and athletes aren't the ones, creating policy and law. The responsibility ultimately comes down to the people, and the people who are making the decisions, and it's up to the public to make sure that those decisions are informed, and that those decisions have a positive impact on the people in which they govern.
Now, is it safe to say that this is the third time we are likely to see David West in Ghana a lot more?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not something we're just gonna stop. This time we brought a few more affiliates, brought some business people with us, more sponsorships to continue to engage, different angles and different venues, different avenues to reach the young people. And really all we have out here, basketball is what's bringing the kids together. Now that they're here, we use it as an opportunity to introduce them to some leadership, talk to them about character development, talk to them about being proud of who they are, and be willing to invest and believe in themselves.
Now finally, before we let you go, because the kids are waiting out there for you, if there's ever a chance that we bump into David West and David West is retired, what's he likely to be doing?
I'll always be working with young people. Right? That's my passion. That's where I feel like I get my fulfillment from, and the ability to have an impact is obviously with the young. So you see me working with young people, doing some personal business in renewable energy, obviously, to try to provide and help the standard of living for black people all over the world. I'm committed to that. And continue with the development and the progress of people here on the continent and people throughout the African diaspora.
Well, I can't let you go just yet, not just yet. MVP for next season, who's your pick?
Man, I don't know. I wasn't sure how the MVP voting was going to go this year. I think it'll be wide open next year. I'm just not sure how they'll do it. I think you got so many talented guys; it could be up for grabs with anybody.
I want you to stick your neck out for something.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'll say.
Who's the most talented player in the league now, still for you?
Talented? Obviously, I think LeBron James is still the most multi-dimensional guy that we have. He's still, probably he's a walking playoff berth. I mean, wherever he went, wherever he goes, he's such a strong, dominant force. He can carry a team and change their fortunes anywhere he goes. So I think it's still LeBron. I think there's so many dimensions to who he is. His ability to just, control and get his team to the top every single year with or without help.